In case you missed it, during this court hearing, the discussion of Jarvis's A/B searches are discussed.
Searches that I located inside that Google return that we received from Google.
Okay, and does that document fairly and accurately depict what it is you received back from Google as it relates to a search warrant for Jarvis Butts 82 at gmail.com?
Yes.
And I move for the admission of Google's proposed exhibit. I forgot. 63.
Any objection?
No objection.
It'll be a minute as people 63.
Okay, now I want to go back to the first page. And you said that with the subscriber information. Tell me, who is the subscriber?
So it has a Google account ID number, then it gives a name that says Jarvis Butts. It has an email address, jarvisbutts82@gmail.com. There's also a phone number that's connected to it, which is 313-585-8719.
And is there a birthday associated with that?
Yes, November 21st, 1982.
And moving on to the searches, what dates do those searches encompass?
These searches are December 9th,
Of what year?
Yep, December 9th, 10th, and 11th of 2023.
Okay. And it's fair to say that those are the entirety of all of the searches from those days?
It is not all of them, no.
Those are just select ones from the Google return?
Yes.
All right. Starting with December 9th, tell me which ones that we have in that exhibit.
So the first, you want me to read the ones that are just highlighted, or you want me to start at the top of here? So.
The ones that are highlighted.
Okay.
Just start with the ones that are highlighted.
Yep, so this search was December 9th, 2023 at 3:32 UTC time. So you would actually have to subtract 5 hours, which would make it the night of December 8th. And the site is, what's visited, it's Drink Me and Abort Your Baby, the Herbal Abortion Tea by Maya.
Okay. And what about the next one after that?
There is a site that's visited on December, it says here December 10th, 2023 at 9:32 p.m. UTC, so -5. And the site visited is plannedparenthood.org/learn/abortion/the abortion pill.
And
the next search is immediately after that, so December 10th at 9:32 p.m. UTC, the abortion pill, get the facts about medication abortion. There is a search that was conducted before that on December 10th, 2023 at 9:31 p.m. UTC. And that site is plannedparenthood.org/blog/can I use herbs to have an abortion at home.
And
the next one is December 10th, 2023 at 9:31 p.m. UTC. Can I use herbs to have an abortion at home? Planned Parenthood.
And the next one?
The next one is December 10th, 2023 at 9:36 p.m. UTC. So again, -5 hours. And that site is, it's ansirh.org, research, over-counter medication abortion. Search December 10th, 2023 at 9:36 p.m. Over-the-counter medication abortion, and that's from that same place before, ANSIRH. December 10th, 2023 at 9:32. Planned Parenthood abortion, the abortion pill. How do I have an abortion using only misoprostol, misoprostol. The next search, December 10th, 2023 at 9:32. Planned Parenthood, learn abortion, the abortion pill. So it's like the same, back and forth to the same site. On December 11th at 11:43 p.m. UTC, so minus 5 hours, specifically the search is, can I drink red antifreeze? Again, that same item is searched again right after the same time, 11:43 on December 11th, 2023. And I believe that's it.
Okay.
So after these web searches were concluded, did Jarvis have an idea of how he was going to go about the situation? I'm not sure if he was able to find the herbal tea or how long it would take to arrive, because I'm assuming that he had to order it. But my synopsis is, let's say he purchased the antifreeze because he probably already had that on deck. I mean, I have 2 big gallons in that red container of antifreeze in my car. So let's say that was easier for him to access because, again, he's a mechanic and more than likely he already had that. So, and for those of you that don't know, antifreeze is just used for keeping the cars from overheating. It's an engine coolant. So Jarvis seemed to be more desperate as it was becoming more aware that not only was, Isaiah pregnant, but it seems like she was becoming more comfortable with having this baby. And as she was, Jarvis seemed to be becoming more desperate for having this baby, because even though it appeared that the family was cool with this, he was smart enough to know that when the authorities found out what was going on, it would be a possibility that he was going to go to jail for a very long time, because he seems like he is a repeat offender when it comes to being around these children. So antifreeze and ethylene glycol and propylene glycol and methanol, those are some of the the harsher ingredients that are in this liquid antifreeze. So drinking this, the symptoms can start to occur between 30 minutes to 12 hours. It includes headache, fatigue, lack of coordination, grogginess, slurred speech, nausea, and vomiting. As the chemical breaks down in the body, depending on how much was ingested, it can interfere with your kidneys, your lung, your brain, and your nervous system, and you'll start to experience organ damage. It takes some time after drinking it and ingesting it. It could take some time. However, just remember, the symptoms can develop between 30 minutes. So pretty much as soon as you drink it, it can develop. And mind you, she's very small. She's very slim, and she's carrying a baby. So the symptoms can be more alarming and more persistent and happen quicker and show more signs of it. Rapid breathing, inability to urinate, rapid heartbeat, and convulsions. You may even lose consciousness and fall into a coma. Now, they're also saying, of course, the sooner you get help, the better the outcome, but that wasn't what he was trying to do. Did Jarvis panic? when this was going on? Was she bleeding out? Was she convulsing? Was she throwing up? Did she just quickly lapse into a coma? I'm hoping that this baby didn't suffer. I'm hoping that she didn't, but antifreeze, and he probably was like, drink it, and she's gonna do anything that he says because she trusts him. It seems like he was the only one that was taking an interest in her, the little interest that he did take in her, because you remember in some of those text messages, he was almost ignoring her. So the interest that he did take in her, that's all she had. That's all she had. It's terrible. She had to call and ask for things that her grandmother should have been providing for her, or her auntie should have already had. Like, damn, your auntie doesn't have pads in there for you? There's not pads in the bathroom? She is the oldest girl, I think. I don't know. The 9-year-old could have been menstruating. I don't know. But damn, like, you have to call Jarvis to ask for feminine hygiene products is just so fucked up in so many ways. Again, when your whole grandmother is there that's getting money for you, and they can't even go and get you like a $5 box of pads, which is just so messed up. So is this why grandma and auntie, they were so relaxed when Naziah didn't come home? Because even though that the 13-year-old didn't do anything like this, and she would never do anything like this, but they knew where she was. She was with Jarvis, and Jarvis was going to handle the situation. Because if you guys remember, I believe, she may have went home and changed her clothes, but let's not even go on the clothing situation. She went straight to where he was at the shop, and him and King, they had to finish up that last car, the Jaguar, and after they handled that, King left because King was on tether, right, and he had to hurry up and get home, so he wouldn't get in trouble with the law. So it was just Jarvis left with her. And they asked King, what was Naziah doing? She was on the phone. She could have been looking at TikTok videos like children do, or on social media platforms like children do, as Jarvis was, fixing this Jaguar. But she also could have been talking to her grandma and auntie too. She also could have been talking to them, saying, he's fixing the car, telling them exactly what's going on, because they knew he was about to handle this situation and terminate, this pregnancy. So everyone was okay. That's why it was no fire to call the police, because everything was okay. Then, Jarvis took her to the hotel that he always goes to. He takes Shannon there. He takes some of his, fiancés there. This is where he takes everybody. So again, they're comfortable with it. That's why they was able to sleep at night, because again, they knew that Naziah was with somebody. They knew she was with Jarvis, and he might not have even been able to go to the hotel with this. He might have tried to do this right there in his shop. Who knows? He may have tried, because I'm assuming that if he was at that hotel, I did hear that he might have been around that hotel, but I'm not certain. So it could happen anywhere between the shop and the hotel room. Even in a car, I don't know. It's easy to just give someone something to drink. He could have gave her something to drink, and then it started to happen then. These people, they don't use their senses. They don't use their mind. It seems like they lack a lot of intelligence in many different ways. They really do. If you think you're going to just drink some antifreeze and you're going to just miscarry and clean up and that's going to be it, and you're back at school the next day. No. He had been giving her the plan Bs. I don't know why that was a situation. He had the money, remember? Him and King, they divvied up the money. so he had the money. But, he could have had a plan B too. Maybe he, concocted a whole bunch of things and gave it to her, and it just took her out. It just took her out. And again, this is my synopsis. This is what I think happened. This is not what I'm saying has happened, because I know a lot of content creators are saying, oh, this is what happened. I was not there. Thank goodness I was not there. So I don't know really what happened, but I'm saying with all these searches, maybe this is it. And then, remember when Grandma Annette, when she was taking the other children up to school, and she told them, oh, well, Isaiah never came home last night. But I'm going to, after I drop these kids off, I'm going to go down to the police and go ahead and report it. And they're like, what? They're probably thinking, you should have already reported this. They're like, no, you know what? You stay here. We're going to call the police. And then the police got there, and everybody knows what happened after that. Because maybe she was going to actually not call right then. Maybe she was going to call Jarvis and be like, where is Nasiah? They had already been calling Jarvis. I don't think they went to sleep. I believe they were all calling Jarvis, and he was not answering. He was not answering at all. He was getting his quote-unquote fiance's car and, doing whatever he had to do. And that's when Nasiah's glasses was left in that car, because that was sloppy work he was doing, that he messed around and left her glasses in there. So that's just one of the things that I think that is a possibility that it happened. I'm curious to know, you guys, what do you think in this situation? What do you think? Justice for Nasiah Harris.